Hello there, and welcome to Tanks on Tuesday, which is a What's in the Box kit review, number 306 on the channel. My name is Andy, and I'm the Novice modeler that you may or may not be watching for the past year and a half or so. If not, hello there. So today we're going to be having a look at the rather famous T-34 85 World War II Soviet medium tank. And I have to be honest, I've got a couple of kits of this, but I thought we'd have a look at the ICM kit today, which is the one that I have is kit number 35367. And as per usual, we'll have a look at all the parts. We'll have a look at the instructions, read the blurb, but we'll start off as usual with the history of this particular kit. So, this was a new tool introduced in 2015, so it's 10 years old. It's pretty modern, we could say. It was also borrowed by Revell in 2015, who slapped their own box on it. It was also borrowed by another company that I'm not familiar with called Modelist in 2017, who slapped their own box on it. It's had a variety of other boxings by ICM. Many of them contain new parts for slightly different variants, and some of them are actually include figures. So there are new parts in 2017, 18, 19 and 20. It went through a reboxing in 2020. There was a model set in 2020 with, I think it's a Panzer IV, I'm not sure. This particular one was introduced in 2018, and currently on eBay it goes for around about £25 to £35, new, used, with or without postage and packing. So I think it's priced reasonably, and it's probably comparable to the other T-34s on the market that you can get at the moment. So there we go, there's the history. Let's have a look at the parts, and we'll start off with the hull of this Soviet beast from the east. And on the under surfaces we can see we've got a couple of access panels, or are they escape hatches? I'm not quite sure. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a few things going on the back. There is a little bit of texture into the plastic, as you can see, sort of foundry marks-ish. Some of the other parts do have some quite heavy and interesting foundry marks on them. We've got a bit of detail here on the undersides of the side panels here, and we've got some little points here where we're actually going to attach some seats. We can see we've got the 35365, which is the original tooling of the kit from 2015, and yeah, so that looks very T-34 85-ish. Here we have the famous sloped top, which was often copied by other tank manufacturers and countries after this was introduced. We have a hatch here for our sort of ball turret machine gun. We have a driver's hatch here. Obviously that's where our gun's going to go, and we've got a whole load of access panels and hatches and whatnot on the back. A whole load of mounting points for tools and stuff, which we'll have a look at as well. And a whole load of rivets and little points of interest across the top. Seems to have some weld beading marks there as well, which is quite nice, and some on the edges of this front bit here. I'd hazard a guess to say, yeah, I'd say that's what they were. Yeah, it's kind of nice. A lot of people make an effort to actually put those on. I'm looking at you, Ed, of old Dad's modelling mess. So there we go, there's our hull. Let's have a look at this turret. And this has got some real heavy duty foundry marks on the turret. Again, we've got those welding lines across there as well. They go pretty much all the way around. We've got a couple of hatches and a commander's cupola hatch here. Yeah, so that's looking pretty nice. There's our commander's cupola. Yeah, not too sure what that is. There's actually a few parts on here that aren't actually required in this particular kit. I think this also doubles as a T-34 76 kit as well. So we may go through some parts here that aren't actually required. We've got a nice looking hatch here with a load of bolts and what have you. That's one of the rear plates. There's two rear plates. That looks like a gun mantlet. That's going to be the main part of the weapon. Again, we've got foundry marks on these parts here, which I'm assuming are parts of the gun as well. Got a couple of panels which probably go on the back, I'm thinking, with some quite fine vents. Quite a bit of detail going on there. Looks like a big grab handle of some sort. This missing piece here is the actual front of the gun, which again is covered in this real tasty looking foundry marks. And then we've got a hatch, foundry marks again. So I really like this. There's some nice little bits of detail on this. There's our cupola. There's another hatch. Again, foundry marks on where the machine gun comes out the front. Don't know what these two parts are, but I don't think they're required. This looks like some sort of extra petrol storage container. And that's the undersurface of our turret. So again, foundry marks all over that as well, which is nice that they bothered to do it on a part that you're pretty much not really going to see, I suppose. But you could see the sides. So that's our first sprue. Moving on to this one here. What have we got? These are towing hitches for our towing cables. Got a couple of machine guns. This one seems to be broken down for some reason and requires sticking together. Don't really like the look of that. This looks like a canister for gun cleaning equipment, I'm guessing. These here obviously are wheel mountings. There's some detail on them as well, which is pretty fun. What else we got? Got some more of these panels. Obviously they're slightly different to the other ones. This part here, it looks like some sort of canvas tarp or something, but it says it's not required. But maybe it'll go on. Something else with foundry marks on it. Yeah, we've got another gun turret here. Some vents. It's probably part of a tooth. It's probably part of a gun, I would have thought. Kind of looks like a headlight. A load of sort of hitching points there or something. Yeah, looks alright. There we go, we've got another one here. Grab handles of some sort going along the sides, not sure. Spare tracks. Let's look at the other side. Detail. I think these are the seats. These are the seats that go in for the driver and the machine gunner. We've got another back plate here. This one's got an escape hatch on it by the look of it, or an access point into the engine. Looks like another gun. There's another seat. There's something with some vents on it. There's another gun mantlet there. I think one of these is a 76mm. So like I said, there's multiple parts for multiple options on here. A lot of them, there's a lot of spares. What's this? Don't know what that is. Okay. So we now get two sprues identical, which is basically our wheel setup. And we've got some spare extra gasoline canisters with their ends. So we've got a whole load of road wheels here. Yeah, quite nice. Check out the other side. And that's pretty much it for that sprue, really. A little more of these quite big grab handles. Quite large, them, aren't they? Good for tying stuff onto. So like I said, we've got two sprues of that. We then get some rubberized tracks, which some people like, some people don't. I think I kind of like them myself. It's a lot easier. But you do need to join these together to make a track. So you have to do two joins on that, and I'm not very good at doing these joins, I must admit. And we also get these, which I've discovered are the towing cables. So flexible towing cables, that's pretty good. I like the idea of that. I don't have to heat them up. What else have we got here? We've got our decal sheet with 1, 2, 3 options by the look of it. There's nothing much going on with the decals for this. We also get a clear plastic sprue with some windows or lights or something. So let's have a quick nose at these instructions. This looks kind of doable. It doesn't look overly complicated. Let's just read this blurb out. The most numerous and famous tank in the world's history was the Soviet T-34. It was designed in Design Bureau of Kharkov Plant Number 183 under the leadership of M.I. Koshkin. Its serial production was launched in 1940. It was the first mass-production medium tank with anti-projectile armour, powerful diesel engine and 76.2mm long-barreled gun. It was the world's best tank up to the end of 1941. The last modification, the T-34-85 with the enlarged three-man turret and more powerful 85mm gun, was in production since January 1944. T-34 with 85mm guns later became the main Soviet medium tank up to the end of World War II. There were produced 25,914 T-34-85 tanks in 3 USSR plants in 1944 to 46. The largest producer was the Plant 183 in Nizhny Tagil. Apologies for poor pronunciation. So here we have our sprue lists. As we can see, there are shaded areas for a lot of parts here that aren't required. Lots of spares to go in the spares box. So window 1, the top part of the hull, a few parts to add. 2 to 4, top parts of the hull, adding some vents and access panels, adding some machine guns, and that thing, whatever that is, I don't know what it is, I ain't gonna lie to you. Some more access panels going on here, number 9. There's not much going on each window. I like this. It's got easy. So we've got excuse me, rear panel here going on. We've got the interior. This is obviously something to do with the suspension. Both sides. Yeah, this looks relatively uncomplicated. We've got the suspension arms, both sides. A couple of rather comfy looking seats going in. Top of the hull to the bottom. Road wheels going on, and on the other side. Got some grab handles to go on. Love these instructions, these are great. Some smaller parts going on. Really good. Tracks, I'd leave those to last, obviously. Building of the weapons. Constructing the turret. Mounting the main gun. Commander's cupola. A few other bits and bobs. Turret going on. 53 points already. Wow. These are the extra storage for the petrol or diesel. We've got the flexible towing hitch. Extra diesel going on. We've got a case going on here. Spare tracks. A few other small parts. Those towing cables going on. And there we go. They're really good instructions. I like them. This looks totally doable for a novice. Unlike some of the ICM kits I've got that look a bit sort of scary. So we've got one option here, which is 7th Guard Tank Corps, Germany, 1945. We've got 7th Guard Mechanized Corps, Germany, spring 1945. We've got another one, 4th Tank Guard Army, spring 45, and another one, Germany, spring 45. All done in all over green. Throw some mud on it, bit of wear and tear. Bob's your uncle. Joe's your uncle. Uncle Joe Starling. Yeah, Joe's your uncle. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. There'll be a link somewhere around here to another tank that we reviewed sometime in the past. You can go and check that out if you like. Please do like and subscribe, and there'll be another tank up on Tuesday next week, which will be continuing Tanks on Tuesday for at least a couple of months, I think, until we've done a few tanks. So thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and as always, be seeing you.